What's up, guys? It's the 10th episode of Vintagecraft, and I thought since I don't think anyone has the time or patience to watch such a long, these I'm not saying these I don't think these videos are the most entertaining thing in the world, so I think I'd like to just put everything that has happened from episode 1 to now in one video so people feel caught up and they don't have to go through a whole backlog to catch up. So the whole premise of this world is I'm playing Minecraft in 1.6. I'm playing on my old MacBook from 2012, and it's been able to handle everything fairly well. Um, Keeping it as authentic as possible, or trying to at least. And I started this world a couple months ago, and I didn't really touch it until now. But from what I remember, I spawned way over in the prairie back there, and I started just putting sugarcane all around this lake, and shortly after I just set up a little bed and chest area here, the little farm here. You can see the remnants of that in episode 1. And there was a ravine here. I did some venturing out in the jungle on episode 1 and 2. And actually in episode 2 I ventured out there and I found a little ravine, and I got some resources to get situated over here. And by episode 2, I believe I found my ravine in the jungle, which we will go to shortly. That's when I built the land bridge that takes us to the jungle. In episode 3, I was using dirt to place the silhouette for these houses. And then by episode 6, I had built these first two homes, the first part of the base. The idea here is I want a ring of homes to wrap around this sugarcane lake, and there's walls, like fort walls, that connect each house to every other one. And I'm trying to create a similar, but every home is going to have its own different thing, like look wise. And that was the plan, so I started dropping the dirt silhouettes around episode 3 and 4. And then by 5 and 6, I had built my first part of the house, the lake house, or lake castle. This was the main one, and I was very happy with it. I like the trapdoor. I think I called it a cyclops eye up there. I was very happy. Before, it was just a cobblestone. I didn't like it, and I decided to put trapdoors, and I was fairly happy about that. Before, I used to have two just dirt, three blocks high dirt pens here with chickens and pigs. I eventually found cows out in the jungle, and I finally brought them in, and the chickens were just becoming a hassle, so I decided to put cows here. I double fenced it because I don't know if it's a bug here or not, but they kept on escaping, so I double fenced it, but then they started getting stuck again, so I think I just won't breed the corner cow anymore because they always cause me problems. By episode, what was it, 6, I finished this, but there's a lot we're missing, so I want to go back to what I started doing in the first episodes. I built, I found a nice cave system out in the jungle, so I built this land, what I call it, the land bridge. Very ugly, I know, but extremely functional. And I didn't put rails on it until much later, but we're gonna take our little railway there. The jungle is where I'm getting all my resources from now. I was mining the other day and I found a spider spawner, which I don't think I've ever ran into in my years of playing Minecraft. I've also found an abandoned mine shaft and the cave spider spawner for it. And here, I'll get off here really quick. Caught it. So I found this cave system here, and I made a little dock. You know what? Let's just go down together. Should be more fun. This, of course, was not here. This was an addition later. I think it was episode 7 where I added the rails. And we're going down, down, down. Here's the ravine, and then I found a spot that hits a Y level 12. I've been mining at Y level 12. It's been yielding some nice results, though I do need more coal and whatnot. And here is the beginning of my mine shaft. And this is where all my resources are coming from. Now, going back up is a little frustrating, but it does work. Um, this was all explored around episode 2 to 7. I am trying to expand into the other area that I pointed out in the beginning of the episode. You know what? I'm just gonna cut. Alright, so we're back to the home. As you see, I just looped around here. This used to be lake or just ocean. I've started building a railway because I was on the search for a sand biome. I have not gotten to putting powered rails here yet, so I apologize. This should be a fun ride. This is just a straight shot towards. I just started mining until I found sand. This is where I ventured in the first 2 episodes. Because it's hilly, it's different in the jungle. It's much easier to traverse in the jungle. This is the remnants of me wanting to stay above ground, but I thought it was just too complicated. So I just did a straight line. All of my builds are really ugly now. I'm still gathering resources to beautify the area, but I don't expect these to be constant. I did want to show you. Oh no, is it gonna turn to nighttime? Okay, that's fine. If we fight mobs, we fight mobs. I did want to show you the, because I don't think I've recorded this yet. The sand, the desert. It's not really desert, but it's much more sand than I've seen anywhere else. As you can tell, I was mining for a while. I really wanted resources more than anything else. I just wanted stuff to scaffold with. I needed more stone and more dirt in general, because I started spreading the land out in front of my base. Alright, so do I have a bed? I do have a bed. Oh, let's go to sleep. Just don't find me, please. Please let me go to sleep. Oh, W's. So this is where I towered really high up, and I saw sand in the distance, and I finally found it. A desert. Look at this. Next to a swamp and a jungle, which is kind of funny. You know what? I want this. Oh, I don't have shears. Oops. So here we have our desert biome. I haven't really thought about exploring it yet. I'm too focused with what I'm doing back at the home base, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys because I don't think I got to show you guys the desert yet. And now we go back. As you can see, the tunnel towards the desert hits the ravine that I found in the first episode. Those are all my old torches. Alright, we're back. So I didn't go in the houses because I wanted to save this for later because it chronologically happened later. The interiors to these houses were basically empty. It was just spaces. Well, the top of that one is still empty, in fact. But when I originally moved my things from there, I moved them to here. And this has stayed pretty consistent. When I got the enchanting table on my diamonds episode, I had it here. But then I moved it over there. We'll go there in a second. But this layout has been the same. I've just have been putting more furnaces because look at all this clay that I found that I still need to smelt. So that's why I think I'm going to put the upstairs room over there as a furnace room for now. And my bed was up here, and it's been like that since I put it here with my little mushroom, because we're in the swamp. This doorway has had a few iterations. I just recently added windows because I wanted to be able to see more of what's going on. And I like the little wooden frame here. The fortress has had two iterations now with these walls. It used to be just a block. I like the 3D dimensionality. A creeper blew up here and blew my stairs, but I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Anyways, now we go into the house, and as you can see, it is still empty, but I have worked with the space here. There used to be a little bump here. It wasn't even, but now it's fairly even, and I think I'm just gonna make this like a smelting room. Maybe I fill up the wall with furnaces, but that's gonna be the idea for up here. Now, for what I've been saving is the little enchanting room. It's right here. This is a full enchant table. It's very cramped in here, but I kind of like that. So this used to be just a little tunnel, and then this used to be the size of the room upstairs, but it was such an awkward place to do anything, so I started adding these little layers of things, and I started putting all the bookshelves that I was able to make, putting them here until I was able to get level 30 enchants out of it. And I think it's a cute room. I'm very pleased with this spot. And now that I got my brewing table, I was able to add a few more things. This was purely cosmetic here. I'm growing to like it, even though I didn't like it in the beginning. But yeah, this stuff happened all around episode 8, 7, 8, maybe the beginning of 9. And after that, we're caught up to date. Well, let me show you. So, you know how I mined that mine shaft that went all the way to the desert? Well, I used most of that dirt. So before, if you follow the sand line, that's where the land was before. And I thought it was too narrow. Like, I want to be able to traverse around the outside of my house too. Like, I didn't want it to be just right next to the ocean. So I added much more dirt. As you can see, it's floating right now. I don't really fill my builds, but I added much more land mass. And I used to have my farm next to the lake, and I just needed, it was still a small scale farm, so I did it to a little medium scale, and now I can grow stuff and harvest it much more efficiently than before. And then I decided to add some more trees. It looked way too empty. And now I hope by next episode that I have this, at least the outside of this ugly rectangle house built with the roof and all, and windows and whatnot. Like, I want it to look good from the outside. And I think that catches us up. You know, if you watch this video, thank you so much. If you got to the end, if you like what's happening here, I suggest you subscribe. I try to upload daily. And go ahead and leave a comment if you have any suggestions. And appreciate ya. Hope you have a good day. And goodbye.